Good morning, children. Today we are going to study the second chapter of geography, and the name of the chapter is Land, Soil, Water, Natural Vegetation, and Wildlife Resources. Before starting with the chapter, can you tell me what are natural resources as we have studied in the previous chapter? Yes, your answer will be land, soil, water. All these are which are free gift of nature are known as natural resources. So natural resources, they are used as they are given to us by the nature without much modification in them. So one such natural resource is land, which is given to us freely and abundantly by nature. But there are different types of landforms. Children, can you guess what is the percentage of land on this earth? Yes, it is only 30% of the total area of the earth's surface. So let's begin with our first topic, that is land. Children, what can you see in this picture? You can see the mountains are there, the plains are there, the cultivable land is there, and even you can see the natural vegetation over here in this picture. Now, as I have told you just now, that there is only 30% of the total area which is land, and remaining 70% of the part on earth is water. Out of this 30%, can you imagine what all different landforms are there on this earth? Yes, there are many different type of landforms like mountains, plateaus, plains, valleys, etc. Now, just tell me which part of this land is feasible for living or for constructing the house. It is only the plains which is quite suitable and even feasible for the human beings to construct and build their houses. Now I want to focus some more points about land. It covers only 30% of the total area of the earth's surface. And children, do you know all parts of this small percentage, it is not habitable or it is not suitable for living. Why? Because there are mountains. We cannot construct our houses on mountains. Then there is desert area. It is not suitable for living. As we all know, it is very hot over there. Then there are thick forest area. There also it is not quite suitable for the people to build their houses. And the other thing which is related with the uneven distribution of population is the climate. Everybody know that the places which are having the moderate climate, that area, that part of the land is suitable for the people to live and construct their houses. Then if there are plains and river valleys, and that area is quite suitable for cultivation, for growing agriculture and different crops, and that particular area, for example the northern plains, they are quite thickly populated, means lot of population is found in those areas, and then most of the places are Uttar Pradesh, Bihar. These areas, they come under the northern plains. Now another thing which I focus on is the land use. Can you guess what does it mean, land use? The land which is used for various purposes such as agriculture, forestry, mining, building houses, roads, and setting up of industries. This is known as land use. That is the way the human beings use the land, utilize it in various ways. That is the meaning of land use. And this land use, it is determined by various physical factors such as topography. Topography means the physical features or the different type of landforms, then soil, then climate, then the minerals, and also the availability of water. Then human factors such as population and technology are also important factor of land use. For example, if I say that there are abundant reserves of mineral resources, but if people are unaware, they don't have the knowledge and even the technology to explore the earth and to dig out, to take out the various minerals from the mines, then it is of no use. So that's why technology, knowledge, skill, everything is required for exploring for the nature. Then this land, it is divided into, land is divided into two on the basis of ownership, that is the private land and community land. Private land, children, by the name itself you can make out it is the land which is owned by the individuals, that is the particular people is in charge of it. For example, the wells, the orchards, or we can say the fruit gardens, etc., they are owned by a particular person. And the next is community land. Community land, it is a land belonging to a specific community or organization, and the examples are the ponds, the parks, the playground. That is, one individual is not the owner of that land or that particular area, but a community or an organization is responsible, is the owner of that particular land, and it is also known as common property resources. That is, it is commonly used by the people, but a group of people or the particular organization is responsible for its maintenance and care. Now children, we have seen how the land is used in different ways, but due to its overuse, it is day by day deteriorating. That is, the people are misusing it in various ways, like the forests are being cut, lot of pollution is taking place, for the construction of buildings, malls, and different things for gaining the profit, the land is being misused. So now what is the need of the hour? To conserve these land resources. So how we can conserve it? We can conserve it in various ways. Otherwise, due to the growing population and the demand of the people for their selfish motive, we are having the fear of losing this natural resources. So how we can conserve it? We can conserve it, we can save it, we can protect it by afforestation. Afforestation means planting more and more trees. Land reclamation, that is making use of the wasteland, the land which is left barren, which is not used for cultivation or agriculture or for any construction or for profitable motive. We can use it for gaining its popularity and profit. Then limited use of chemical pesticides and fertilizers. We could use these pesticides and fertilizers in a limited way so that the land doesn't loses its fertility. Then there should be check on overgrazing. These are some of the methods to conserve, to protect our land resources so that we can use it again and again in future, and it can become the heritage for our country and also for this planet Earth. That's all for today. Thank you.